I am Ruchita Rane. I am from Mumbai. Vivek
Mhm.
Daspeet is a 20-year-old trust, and under this trust, we carry out a lot of educational, cultural, social activities. We are also doing this project, which is entitled Bharatasya Sangeet
Mhm.
Vishwanubandh Yatra, which is the journey of the interrelationship of Indian music with global culture or world culture. So we would now go into that aspect of understanding your journey with your Veena and music. So I think Paurus will start with a set of questions.
So can you tell us about Mohan Veena, how you developed the Mohan Veena, how the journey of Mohan Veena started from Hawaiian, how it is different from the Hawaiian slide guitar, and how it is acclimatized to Hindustani music or Indian music to play on it.
Okay.
Yes,
You must have seen the guitar 100 tons. Uh,
yes.
so basically, it is called Hawaiian guitar, the slide guitar, and I modified it by putting new strings to it. There are six string originally, which I removed, and I put new string according to the need of Indian classical music. This work also has been done by Pandit Brijbhushan Kabra long back, who brought guitar into the scenario of Indian classical music. My this thing Mohan Veena has some additional things like tarab strings. Tarab means the sympathetic strings which vibrate without striking them if they are correctly tuned, and what we play on the main string, then they resonate by themselves, and it gives kind of echo effect. Very good this thing sound production, sound quality, because in older time there were no electronic things, no pickup, no reverb. No, nowadays we have everything in our studio, but before it was not there. So what they tried to do, that the sound should resonate for some time. That is why they made. This is not my invention. The tarab, the sympathetic string, this is on the principle of physics. Same frequency, then you don't have to. The other one vibrates by its own. So this I put on this instrument. I will just show you the tuning pegs here, if you can see. These are the tuning pegs here, extra. And then I put a tumba here. And there, this is the bridge, a small bridge here, a small bridge here. And then you come here, there is a small stand for chikari string. What we call chikari means higher octave sa. It is tuned. And then this is the body. And what you see here is the bridge. There are three bridges. The main bridge where you see the wire, I have electronically connected it to the amplifier, because now I can put my things over it, what kind of sound I am looking for. Suppose I want more treble, suppose I want more bass or something, suppose I want the reverb, then I can do it with myself. So the main bridge, and then underneath the main string there are two bridges. One is the white one is for tarab. All 12 strings they run here, and this is the tailpiece where the strings are tied, and then there is a pickup. What you see, this brown color, this is the pickup of tarab. So there are two pickups so that I can control the sound of the tarab and the main strings. So this is something uh, of my own. Here I have the controls. So when I play it here, then I can just keep this like this and then control by myself or with my left hand. So this is something. Uh, this is very old story now. It started in like 55 years before when a student came to learn Indian music on guitar from Germany. That was my turning point when I was 16 years old. That I took this instrument and started little experimenting it because it was little uh, attracting to me. What is this? And so that's how I got this instrument in my home when this girl was going. Then I bought the guitar, the Spanish guitar, in just 25 rupees. And then I started putting nails and new things into it. And that's how the procedure of Indianizing the Western Hawaiian guitar, Western Spanish guitar started. And what you see today is the result of 55 years old research work I have done in my humble manner, just to give a new instrument to Indian classical music very humbly, because I just wanted to have something, some instrument which could incorporate the Gayakiyang, the Tantrakariyang. Gayakiyang means the vocal singing style. So this will come in just one stroke. Otherwise, staccato notes. Nisa gama pa nisa re sa ni da pa ma ga ma ga re sa. This is usual. Da 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 da. But same nuances I can play in just one stroke, and the sound sustains. So, this is called Gaikiyang over the instrument. Tantrakari is with two fingers. Da dir 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 dar dar da da dir 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 dar dar da dir 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 dar dar da da dir dir dir. Tak din da tak din da da san din da san din da tak dir da tak din da tak din. Like this we play with these two fingers. So this is what I tried to make a bridge between the Gayakiyang and Tantrakariyang over this Mohan Veena, which has the tremendous possibility of the sustain of the sound. Because I I carry a rod with me in my left hand. This is the rod, and I hold it like this, like a pen, and then slide. And in right hand there are three things: one, two, and three. Thumb is also used. Uh, so in Veena, two usually two fingers are used, and then little finger is also used for chikari, as far as I know in Carnatic system. So in this, two fingers are there as it is, but thumb is also there, and holding is like this, so that the hold is there. In Veena, you put like this. My instrument stroking comes from this side to this side. Da ra da dir da ra dir 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 da. This kind of uh, bowl, and we can produce in this instrument. So this is, I think I am answering little in detail. Your next question, please.
I would like to ask, now that you have developed such a time tested instrument with your research on it, and I'm sure there is a new, I mean, this legacy that will be left behind will be taken forward only when there are several students who will be able to,
Yes,
create
yes.
this instrument at the scale that many people can learn, and also learn this the way to play it. So how does that work, and how has that process started?
There are many students who are learning this and playing and performing. Some of them are outstanding. My student in Canada, Harry Manx made a big name in the world, and sometime he's like more popular than me in Canada. So he has become very popular in his country. He is my student. He came into Jaipur for a few years, and then he learned as Guru Shishya Parampara. Though he's Canadian, but he liked the way we used to teach, the Guru Shishya Parampara. So he lived there, and just very close to my home. He had a room there, and he used to come. Then there are in India there are several students in every city almost, and in the world also, not only Canada. About in 100 countries, there are students who are following this instrument and learning. In India, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh, and everywhere there are some good students who are representing in my Mohan Veena very well, and some of them are like A-graded artists of All India Radio, which is a very honorable thing to get A grade from All India Radio. So there are few students. Apart from the students, now the legacy, what we call, is also is also being maintained by the family members. Like my two sons are doing this. My grandchildren are also doing this. So this is like my tradition of music, which was there already in my family for 300 years. Now this is continued by the generation to come. So this is how I think I am very happy with the response and the enthusiasm for learning Mohan Veena all over the world.
So was the inspiration for the Satwik Veena from your Mohan Veena itself, which Salil has developed?
Yeah, Salil, as you know already, Satwik Veena is little different, but almost 90% it is the same. I'll show you what is the difference between Mohan Veena and Satwik. I don't have Satwik Veena at present with me. I have Mohan Veena, but I will just explain you that this what you see the joint. Okay, there is a joint. The body joins the fingerboard here, and there is something, the metal plate to hold this. Otherwise, the pressure of the string is very high. It is as in my biodata, somebody wrote in America that it is like 500 pounds weight. That kind of tension is there with the strings. So sometimes this neck is not so strong, and especially when the strings are tied, and if you go by flight, and if you have some jerks on it, as we already know how these uh, baggage services are being handled, or rather, I will say mishandled. That is the reason some of the instrument they get break. This is really, yes. Tell me anything you want to say, or so
No, no,
this
no.
is. No, I will continue. So this in one of my Canada tour, this neck got damaged, and because of the tension, it became like this. So then luckily my concert was after one day. So I went to the guitar shop because the benefit was there. Otherwise, in Indian instrument, this was there. It would have been very difficult to get it repaired and continue with the tour. So what I did, I went to the guitar player and he said, "This will be okay, no problem. This is usual problem with the guitars, and many people come to me. So I said, "You will do it." He said, "Just come tomorrow. I will get it done for you." So he took like 24 hours. I explained everything to him. This should be the height, this should be the length, and everything. So you have to fix it up like this. So he did a very good job, and this Mohan Veena was repaired, and next day I played the concert nicely. So that lesson, it was a lesson to all of us. And Salil thought that if there is no joint, then this problem will not be there. So he designed one instrument which has no joint. It is just one body from here to here, just one body like this. There is no joint, and the hollow, the neck and the body is same. So there is a hollow. Uh, so this is the difference. Otherwise, the strings and then a little bit strings are same, but the tuning pegs. I have the traditional guitar tuning pegs. He has the tuning pegs like sitar and sarod because it is specially made, custom made, that they took out uh, the head of the tuning pegs and put wooden things into it and made it wooden. So it is more, I mean, in looking, it looks like more Indian instrument. So this is the major difference between the Satwik Veena and Mohan Veena.
Thank you so much, sir.
See,
And I will ask more about your album "Meeting by the River." You got Grammy
yes,
Award for that. Can you please tell us more about that
yes.
album?
Yeah, before I shift to that, my another son, I mean, the second son is Saurabh, who is a
Okay.
composer, who is a player also, who is a music director also, a
Yes.
sound engineer also, everything he does, music direction and all. So this tradition is going on. This is my concluding point for the question. Now I come to the album "Meeting by the River," which got me the Grammy. Okay, in one of the tour, I was in USA in '92. This recording company called Water Lily Acoustics. His this I mean Its proprietor was Mr. Kavi Alexander. Mr. Kavi belonged to Sri Lanka but shifted to USA long, long back, and he was having an idea of releasing the recordings, the LPs, the long playing recordings, and cassettes also with only ethnic instruments which have original sound, acoustic sound, and particular and peculiar in nature. So he chose me that you are just fit what you have done with this instrument. You are just fit for the recording. And he said there is a very famous guitar player, Rai Kuder, Rycooder, Rai Kuder. He is very famous. I said, well, I don't know because I am not very familiar with musician like that. He said, no, no, sir, he is very big and he has heard your recordings and he liked it very much and he said he would love to do some collaboration with me. So I said, okay, I have one day, I mean one night I had free. Otherwise, I was touring from here to here and playing concerts. So, but he said, okay, no problem. One day. So actually, it was not day; it was night. We met at about 11 o'clock in the chapel in Santa Barbara near Los Angeles, where this Raikuder came with his several guitars, and his son also came, and with me it was Sukhvinder Singh Namdhari on tabla. So we four sat down, and he said, "Let us write the music or something like that." I said, "Sir, this is something which I want to do is that I didn't want to lose the element of Indian classical music. That is the improvisation part. Means you don't fix anything; it comes to your mind, and then it comes to your instrument. So it is called like spontaneous creativity, which I preferred, and I said, sir, we will just record because there is no time for composing music to write music and then keep the notations like they usually do. But he was very nice, and he said, okay, whatever you wish. I said, just play some. So he just played D major, and I started, like, oh, this is something is coming to my mind, and then I immediately said tabla player that this is the theka, and he started, and then we started the recording, and the first number was a meeting by the river. The title of the album is also a meeting by the river, and the name of the first song is meeting by the river. And after that, there were three more songs which I just had some idea and uh, recorded. And interestingly, this recording was not edited and not any repeat or no retake or nothing. Natural reverb because it was in a church, so the ambience, the reverb was there, and with the old technology of the 2-inch tape recorder that time, the spool recording you must have seen. So that was there, and the microphone was like this. So up, instrument was here, and the microphone was up, so high because it took the ambience also. This is what his idea that I will not put any reverb or echo from the amplifier or from the editing or something. No editing, and that's how this album came with four number of songs. And then the thing the whole world and especially in America they liked was that something is so different. It is so soothing music, they said, and something which is not composed or not pre-rehearsed or not pre-composed, and it is like uh, spontaneously whatever coming in my mind, imagination, me and Raikuder just recording. So that was the plus point for it, which really attracted attention of all the music critics, and we were there in the billboard for many days, many weeks with top 10. It attracted the critics also. So they wrote very good reviews. There is a magazine, Guitar Player, and then Songline in America, in London. Sorry, Songline is also a magazine. They put us on the cover, and the whole issue was dedicated to meeting by the river. So this is how it got this thing kind of attention, and finally it attracted to the Grammy people, and it was nominated in '94 under the category of world music. So this was the story, and we got the Grammy in '94 with Raikuda. So this was the story of my album, A Meeting by the River. On the same pattern, I also recorded an album called Tabula Rasa, Tabula, Tabula Rasa, Rasa, which means a clean slate. It's a Latin English word, I think. So this was done with Bella Fleck, the American banjo. It's like राउंडेड बट गिटार की तरह उसको बजाते हैं. And one instrument, Chinese instrument, that is called erhu, ERHU. That was there with a Chinese lady who used to live in San Francisco, and very fine player of that bowing instrument. That is like we have in Rajasthan, we have Ravanatta. So similar to that instrument, bowing instrument, there are two strings, and so we three made this album, Tabla Rasa, which got the Grammy nomination, not the win, Grammy nomination in '97. So this is how I reached to the world level, and this recording became popular all over the world. The sale was you can never imagine. So this was the story.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a pleasure here listening to the whole story. I was searching about all these things, but it was it was a pleasure to hear all these things from you, and we
Thank,
got all the details. Everything is documented now. So,
thank you.
yes,
Usually, this is really nice that you have the instrument which is designed. There is, I'm taking you back to that, taking us back to that instrument because I'm filled with intrigue about now that is this equipment made on a commercial basis, or how do you, if there are students who want to learn it, do you design it for them, or how is it made? Because the instrumental technical design or the details of it are so intricate that, like you said, just even having that small plate which is at an angle can change the whole thing. So all these technical, so do we have some kind of a document or an SOP kind of thing which is there for making this instrument, or how have, is it patented or something like that in these lines?
Oh. I have a person in Kolkata. That time it was called Calcutta. Bhaba Sindhu Biswas. BHABA Bhaba Sindhu Biswas. I explained him, this is the thing that you have to make it for me. I explained everything, designed and said this bridge should be like this. The three bridges should be like this. In rear side there should be two bridges, and then 12 sympathetic strings and 8 strings on the top. So total 20 strings. I explained him. I showed him this is how I tried myself doing it by my own screwdriver and nail and hammer. Whatever I could do that time I did by myself. So I showed him, he do it in a proper way. He said, yes, I will do it. Your idea is fantastic. And that's how he made the Mohan Veena. And after that, it was success. So he said, "Can I sell it? Can I sell it?" I said yes, because demand started from every corner, and he he started providing them by courier services to wherever they wanted at their doorsteps. And because it was my approval, usually what I do, I tell him to call and then play little bit with, I mean, I send my student who is senior, I tell him to play and listen the sound and see the video also. So my student जो senior है, they help me to produce the sound of it, and then I approve, then I said okay, just sell it. So this is how done it is done, selling like hot cake, and he's he's very happy with the orders coming from all over the world.
So I think as a part of or an extension of understanding more about the Mohan Veena, we would Paurus and I would also like to go and visit the person who is making it and understand that aspect, so we can add it to our
Yeah,
understanding from you, and it
yeah,
really will be amazing. I think it is so nice
yeah,
listening to you. The
yeah.
making
Actually,
see it will be
hmm
even. I'm sure it will be great. Great. Learn from.
And actually, unfortunately, I just interrupting you. He died last year,
Oh.
and his daughter is there who is looking after this business.
Mhm.
And there are two three karigars who are there. They make it carpenters kind of people. They are manufacturing, they are making. And I told Ria Viswas that this has to be exactly what Baba Sindhuji used to do. He said yes, the workers, the karigars are the same. I said, don't shunt them ever in your life, because they know, they make it. They have made it several Mon Bina. So they have got very good experience of how to make it. So this is how she is following me, and then producing new instruments also and providing all over the world.
It's really amazing to listen to the making of an instrument.
Now Chitravina is uh,
The Carnatic one.
redesigned by Ravi Kiranji.
Yes, yes, yes.
He is calling Gotu Vadyam.
Go to one.
Actually, Gotu
Yes,
Vadyam, he is calling it
yes,
Chitravina,
yes. Right.
because he has modified it little bit, and he has put a pickup also underneath the main bridge, like
Yes,
my thing.
yes,
So Chitravina, I think, is uh, is not so ancient instrument as you were mentioning.
yes, yes.
This is completely new thing.
Okay.
I am not sure about that. It was some other instrument at that time,
Yes,
which
yes,
named as
yes,
Chitraveena. I know Kachapi Veena,
yes, yes,
Saraswati Veena.
yes,
Yes, this that I have heard. There are so many kinds of Veena.
yes, yes. Right,
Yeah,
right.
in North India there is Vichitra Veena,
Vichitra Veena, right.
which has two tumbas
Two
like this,
tumbas and played
and
with a ball.
yes, ball,
Yes, yes.
glass ball.
Glass ball,
The
right.
the, the Gotu Vadyam, or Chitra Veena, is being played by uh, this kind of this thick, but
Yes.
made of Teflon,
Okay, okay,
made of Teflon, white
okay,
Teflon.
okay,
The steel,
okay,
mine is a steel rod that is a
okay,
little smaller.
right.
They have little bigger one, and they
Okay,
hold it like this,
okay,
and the notes are being played.
okay.
I'll give you a very noble idea, a new idea.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Sure, sir.
just work on it,
Okay.
but uh, don't forget to give me credit for this.
Yes, sure, sir. Yes, sir.
My idea was to revive harmonium.
Okay, okay.
Usually, I see that the bellow is
Bellow.
there.
Yes, bellow.
The bellow is there. Then you play like this ki,
Yes, yes, yes.
and एक हाथ
Right.
से bellow, एक हाथ से playing.
Yes,
What I was thinking कि अगर ये जो हवा जो नीचे से निकलती है, वो blow up जो है, if you put it artificially by a pump or something,
yes.
तो एक हैंड फ्री हो जाएगा, तो एक तो आपको दो
Right.
दो हैंड आप बजा सकते हैं।
Yes,
दूसरा मेरा उसके ऊपर ये था कि उसकी जो बॉडी है वो इतनी बड़ी होती है, सपोज
yes.
उसको थोड़ा इतना इतना
Chota.
पोर्शन, जो आधा से थोड़ा सा ज्यादा होता है, जिसमें वो
Yes.
रीड्स लगी होती हैं,
Right, right.
उसके ऊपर थोड़ी सी जगह होती है। हम लोग जब कवर करते हैं
Yes,
तो
yes, yes,
दिस मच
yes,
गैप इज देयर।
yes.
तो
Right.
उसमें मैं ऐसा सोच रहा था कि जैसे वो होता है, फिर उसको निकाल के रख देते हैं, वो जो
Yes,
एक
yes, yes.
उसका वो कवर होता है,
Cover.
छोटा सा एक
Plate.
ऐसे कवर, लाइक छोटी सी लकड़ी होती है, वो लकड़ी उठा के वहां रखते हैं। और कुछ लकड़ियों में वो छेद भी बना देते हैं, तो वो ऐसे खिसका दिया तो वो
Right.
छेद से आवाज आती है।
बराबर, बराबर.
तो वो जो स्पेस है, उस स्पेस को थोड़ा ज्यादा करके
Okay.
उसको तो निकाल दीजिए, और
Right.
उस पे एक लकड़ी का एक पूरा, जैसे एक वो होता है स्लैब, स्लैब बोलना
Right.
चाहिए क्या, हाँ, लकड़ी का पूरा ऐसा एक टुकड़ा जैसे होता है,
Yes,
यूं का
yes,
यूं,
yes.
वो
बराबर.
काट के वो लगा दिया और उसमें तानपुरा बना दिया।
अरे वाह, बहुत
तो
अच्छी
वो
आइडिया।
ट्यूनिंग पैक्स इधर आ जाएंगी, और
यस,
उधर पिकअप लग जाएगा,
बराबर।
ब्रिज में पिकअप लग जाएगा, तो वो तानपुरा तो
राइट।
तो फिर क्या होगा कि हारमोनियम कम तानपुरा हो जाएगा, क्योंकि
राइट,
यूजुअली मैं देखता हूँ कि तानपुरे के लिए एक एक्स्ट्रा आदमी को बुक
बराबर,
करना
बेटर,
पड़ता है। तो
राइट,
इसमें ये कर सकते हैं कि आप ये इसको आप तानपुरे को इससे बजा सकते हैं और
बराबर,
राइट हैंड से अपना हारमोनियम बजा सकते हैं। बीच में आप रोक दें, दोनों
राइट,
हाथ से भी बजा सकते हैं,
राइट,
क्योंकि वो जो
राइट,
आ रही है आर्टिफिशियल बेलो,
राइट,
वो तो आपको वो दे रही है, हवा दे
बराबर,
रही है।
बराबर,
उससे तो
बराबर,
आपको तो टेंशन नहीं है, उधर
राइट,
पंप चलता रहेगा पंप, और वो हवा
बराबर,
कॉन्स्टेंटली चलती रहेगी।
बराबर,
तो
बराबर,
ये
राइट,
करने से क्या होता है कि 2 in 1, और उसको हारमोनियम में एक पिकअप लगा देंगे,
राइट, राइट,
तो
राइट,
हारमोनियम की भी आवाज एम्पलीफायर में चली जाएगी। और
बराबर,
तानपुरे में तो जैसे मेरा पिकअप है,
राइट,
वैसे
राइट,
सेम काइंड ऑफ पिकअप वी कैन पुट ऑन द तानपुरा। एंड
बराबर,
उसमें बॉडी की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है।
राइट,
बॉडी
राइट,
की जब जरूरत पड़ती है जब उसमें पिकअप ना हो। जैसे
बराबर,
तानपुरे का जो ओरिजिनल तानपुरा इतना बड़ा तुम्बा होता है,
यस, यस, बराबर,
दैट
बराबर,
इज नीडेड बिकॉज उनको उसको
वॉल्यूम,
वॉल्यूम उसका वो चाहिए, क्या कहते हैं, रेजोनेशन चाहिए, उसका
रेजोनेंस,
आवाज
यस,
आवाज
राइट,
चाहिए उसकी। हाँ,
राइट,
तो
राइट,
वो आवाज इससे निकल जाती है पिकअप से।
बराबर, बराबर,
इफ यू हैव
बराबर,
सीन एन इलेक्ट्रिक गिटार, जो ये
हुँ,
बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग बजाते हैं जिसपे
बराबर,
इलेक्ट्रिक गिटार, वो इतना इतना सा छोटा सा
पतला रह
लकड़ी
जाए,
का
राइट,
पतला फंटा होता है, उसमें बॉडी नहीं होती है।
राइट, राइट, राइट,
वो
बराबर,
लकड़ी का जो एक फंटा होता है, हम फंटा
यस,
बोलते हैं उसको,
यस,
स्लैब टाइप होता है।
यस,
वो उसमें उसमें वो स्ट्रिंग लगाते हैं, फिर वो बजता है। तो
बराबर,
उसमें जरूरत नहीं होती है उसकी बॉडी
राइट,
की। तो
राइट,
वो भी जो जो हारमोनियम के ऊपर लगाएंगे, उसमें भी बॉडी की जरूरत नहीं होगी, वो पिकअप से ले लेगा साउंड।
बराबर,
तो
बराबर,
ये 2 in 1 एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट बच जाएगा,
राइट,
और दो दो हैंड भी फ्री हो जाएंगे।
बराबर, बराबर, राइट, सर।
चलिए साहब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रुचिता जी
थैंक यू,
एंड
सर।
फॉर अस, थैंक यू
थैंक
वेरी
यू,
मच।
सर। थैंक
वेरी
यू,
वेरी
सर।
नाइस। ओके, बाय बाय,
थैंक यू,
टेक केयर।
सर।